Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for being here. This is your divine spread, everyone. It is the 12th of September today. For those of you that are in the southern hemisphere, it's already the 13th of September. I'd like to wish you a happy birthday if you are celebrating your birthday. Happy birthday, everyone. Happy Sunday. And the divine spread goes for about a week. Usually I do it from Sunday to Sunday. And I feel called to use a deck that I haven't used for at least a year and a half. The Mystic Manga Tarot. I just want to show it to you. The Mystical Manga Tarot. Okay. R-A-N, text by Barbara Moore. Okay. It's by Ran. Okay. Anyway, I feel called to use a different deck today, everyone, the Divine Spread. I know a lot of you look forward to the Divine Spread. A lot of you are used to it. It works for you. Let's see what the week ahead is going to show us. Usually this reading goes from Sunday to Sunday, roughly. Unless you're watching this reading some other time, maybe the message is important for you. Thank you all for your beautiful wishes for Megas's passing, sudden exit from this world. I do hope that those of you that have got loved ones that are not well, I am sending you healing energies as much as is possible from my end. We're all a big family here, so let's all send our healing wishes out to everyone who is in need. Thank you for your wishes also for my father. And I've got another relative. I've got actually two relatives, two people that are very close to me, apart from my dad, so that's three. The three of them are not in a good way. So, you know, things do come in threes. Let's just pray for those who either need to be released so that they don't suffer, and healing for those who are going through a major challenge, a health challenge at this time. So please, Spirit Archangels, what is the message from the 12th to the 19th of September of 2020 roughly, and the moon now has ingressed into Sagittarius, which Sagittarius is where the south node is, remember? So emotionally we are dealing with karmic matters, things that we need, or situations that we need to leave behind. Okay, that's what the south node is all about. It's all about getting out of your comfort zone emotionally. The world is changing, our lives are changing. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for your guidance. Let's see what's at the foundation, at the root. We've got the Four of Wands, everyone. Four of Wands, which can speak to a marriage, or someone's stability, or some sort of a commitment. It looks like a marriage card to me here. It looks like a bride and groom. So this is what the root is today. What is hidden from us? We have the 10 of Swords. Oh my goodness. 10 of Swords, which can speak to an ending. Let's see what is going on in the recent past. Now, timing can be, the recent past could be now or in the near future for you. Not everyone is on the same timeline. We have the 9 of Pentacles. So someone is ending a marriage here. 9 of Pentacles is the single person. What about in the now? We have the 5 of Cups, so someone is mourning something that went wrong. there are regrets concerning a past happy situation. Okay, fives mean changes. They are numbers of conflict. What is crowning the reading? What is on our mind? What are our goals? And we have the Ten of Pentacles. So we're looking for stability. We're looking for our family. We are looking for abundance. We're looking for emotional support, financial support, the family, the support of the family, whether it is our family or if it's people that feel like family. Okay, tens are very distinctive because it speaks to a cycle that has completed. It's run its course. That's the South Node in Sagittarius. And Juno, remember Juno is the asteroid of commitment. Juno was retrograding there in Sagittarius. So to do with our commitments, whatever commitments. And remember, Juno was the wife of Zeus, Jupiter, and she was the life of the house. She kept the house. She kept she was the pillars of stability, let's say. And she can be very positive, but on the other side, because she was dealing with a husband that was not very truthful. We know that Jupiter, Zeus, had many lovers, and Juno was very sore about that, and many times she would actually become quite vindictive to Zeus's lovers or his offspring. Now, obviously, with Juno having retrograded on the South Node and now is moving direct, it does speak to letting go of any commitments. Maybe it could be our perception or our beliefs concerning commitments that have run their course, and the right thing to do is to let them fall away from our life. So these two tens here speak, and the Nine of Pentacles do speak to that for me. Doesn't matter what your perception of obligations is, there are things that have run their course that need to be let go of. That could be a relationship, a commitment, commitments to family, a marriage, obviously. Let's see what the action and advice is. We have the Magician, number 1. It's an ace, and the Magician does speak to a new beginning. The Magician is also Mercury. Magician can be a trickster. Remember, I'm not reading reversals. The Magician also speaks to Gemini and Virgo. Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo, and the North Node is in Virgo, everyone. This is the decision that needs to be made. The possibilities are endless. We know the Magician is very powerful, and I do feel with an ace here, this does speak to, again, I'm going to say, whatever new cycle we have begun, even if remember the Magician is an ace, and we've come from, obviously, we've passed that full energy. The Fool can speak to a new journey, a new beginning, or trusting that Spirit has our back. A new cycle has begun, and the possibilities are endless here, as above, so below. The planetary alignments, I feel, have got a lot to do with this Magician. So the action and advice here is telling us that even though we're dealing with endings here, remember they do turn into aces, the tens. And I do feel with all the retrograde planets, all the outer planets being retrograde right now, it's about finishing off, clearing our lives, cleaning the slate from whatever we have cried over, mulled over. 5 of Cups, right? It says that we need to change our perception, look, focus differently now. Stop focusing on the past. What's done is done. It's time to continue that journey and trust that we will be given all the tools everything that it is that we need to continue on our journey, on our own personal journey. Let's see what the potential outcome is. And we have the High Priestess. So we've got a 1 and a 2, and the High Priestess can speak to. It's the Virgo Piscean energy. Well, this could be speaking to the full moon that will be happening in Pisces. So the full moon means the sun will be moving through Virgo and the moon will be in opposition in Pisces on the 20th, roughly, of the month of September, everyone. And a full moon does mean an ending, a culmination. Now, it's not going to be an easy full moon. Those of you that are on Patreon, you will be receiving, the video on the full moon in the next few days. Today is the 12th. We've still got 8 days. Give me 2 or 3 days, you'll have the video on that full moon in Pisces so that you can prepare. Remember, Pisces does speak to a major ending as well. Pisces is the 12th sign. Pisces can also speak to, because the 12th sign, the 12th house, let's say, it can speak to karma, dealing with karma. And remember, Pisces is ruled by Neptune, which speaks to where there's been deception maybe, or a sense of feeling of imprisonment. There will be an ending. And because Pisces also rules hospitals, jails, prisons and mental asylums, I feel that those that need to be released from this 3D life, it could be a time when they're wrapping up their journey, ending their journey until the next incarnation, until the next journey for them. So the High Priestess does speak to secrecy. It speaks to strong intuition. It is a 2, so 2 does speak to balance. Remember, the High Priestess, she's very wise. She's very knowledgeable. She also holds many secrets, that Neptunian energy. Neptune can speak to the divine, godly, also confusion though. Neptune it's very spiritual, it's very compassionate, it's very sacrificing as well. So with the High Priestess, and the High Priestess could also speak to someone that we are visiting for advice, someone that's very wise, very knowledgeable. This could be a tarot reader, an astrologer. Let's see what the divine position holds. We have Temperance, Sagittarian energy. Temperance is Archangel Michael. This does speak to healing. Again, it's all about balance. Another 2 of Pentacles. Temperance can speak to the divine timing, of course, but also knowing and trusting that Spirit is trying to bring in healing for us. Temperance can also speak to tempering ourselves and waiting and trusting that there's a divine plan here. The 2 of Pentacles, look at the rough seas here. So 2s always speak to balance. They speak to choice as well. 2 of Pentacles, a choice. Things being up in the air, things being the seas are very rough here. So transition hasn't been easy, or isn't easy. Transition speaking to movement, physical movement, I would say. And we have the Knight of Coins. Knight of Coins, Virgo. Knight of Coins, slow and steady movement forward. A Knight of Coins also speaks to looking at the details. It is the time of Virgo, so taking our time and trying to read between the lines. Virgo is also a service. It's practicality, being patient. And of course, with the sun moving through Virgo and Pisces, Virgo is physical health, practical health. Pisces is mental health, psychological health, What is it that we believe? You know, Pisces can speak to medicines or a form of escapism, maybe even getting lost out there. Getting lost out there, I mean, Pisces and Neptune is far out there in the ethers. There's so much fog and so much, you know, Neptune is such a gas planet that there's a lot of confusion, a lot of unhealthy environment. So, and we have the Ace of Swords at the foundation, everyone. Ace of Swords, clarity, success, wisdom, cutting through the crap, cutting through any deception, cutting through any lies. And we've got the Page of Swords, so someone is doing their homework. The Page of Swords could also be a messenger that comes through. As we're having Mercury retrograde, which is happening at the end of the month, I feel that we need to, up until, well, the 19th, as I said, roughly, but after the 20th, make sure you don't sign anything. Make sure you check everything and check it again. Check the details. Mercury can speak to business, communication, messages. Mercury can speak to also movement. So Mercury going retrograde can also speak to anything that's electrical, any gadgets that could be breaking down with Mercury retrograde, past situations coming back to be re-looked at, re-evaluated. Mercury retrograde is wreaking havoc. Remember, Mercury is also the trickster. So he could be playing tricks on us. So we need to check and double check our information. So we've got 3 pentacles here. And 3 pentacles do speak to a possibility of a healthy initial point of success where work is concerned, or anything that we're working on. Okay, the High Priestess can also speak to a third person if this is a relationship or a secretive relationship. Pisces can also speak to a love affair, a secret love affair. Let's see what else we can see for today. Let's take the Energy Oracle. So we've got the Magician, the High Priestess, we've got Temperance. They're our major arcana cards. So we've got Gemini and Virgo, we've got Pisces, Sagittarius. They're the strongest signs here. We've also got, we do have some air, we've got water, we've got all the elements here. Yeah, let's see what the message is. What do we need to know in this divine spread from the 12th roughly until the 19th of September, please, Spirit? We have patience. The clock is here. The clock is ticking away. Remember, the clock does speak to Kronos, Saturn. So the time is right when the time is right. Even Temperance here is asking for us to temper ourselves. Something is being worked out here. Things are up in the air. Okay, they will sort of get grounded and more stable. The Knight of Coins is very slow, sometimes maybe even stopped in his tracks, but he knows where he's heading to. We have the World card. And the World card can speak to an ending, a major karmic cycle ending, a possibility of succeeding in something that we've been very patient with. And The World card can also speak to physical distance. We've got Temperance and Sagittarius, which Sagittarius is all about other cultures, people that are at a physical distance to us. And I'm going to say the World card because the World card in the tarot is the 4 fixed signs. And we've also got Saturn, the Saturnian energy here. Patience with a clock. The clock is Saturn, it's timing. And we've got a Saturnian card here, the World card, let's say in the tarot, is Saturnian. So it's all about timing. Saturn will reap, will bring the rewards, will gift you with the rewards after you have been patient and you've put in the work. And we've got community, 3. We've got 3 deities here. They remind me of the 3 of Cups very much so. Community, it's called. And that does speak to a group effort. I'd like to now take a card from the Lightworker Oracle by Alana Fairchild. Let me see what the message is, and we will read from this, from the booklet at some point. We have a 7 and an 11. That's 18, and 7 is 25, which equals a 7 again, the Chariot. So Cancerian energies. And we've got a paradigm shift, everyone, and it's a number 4. Here we are. Look at the door. The door is open. We are in a paradigm shift. It's obvious. We all are very familiar with that. Paradigm shift we're living through. Okay. Number 4. 4 speaks to our... 4 is the house of Cancer, which can speak to our homes, can speak to our countries as well. It does speak to families. It does speak to our heritage. It speaks to matters of the past as well. Let's take 3 Lenormand and see what's going on. The world is changing, everyone, and along with the world, so are our communities, our families, our lives. And Spirit is asking for patience, and it's asking for us to be one with our community and not be in opposition. The world needs to come together because the world is in a major shift. Let's see. We have the letter, we have the scythe, and we have the ring. Wow, and the letter can speak to contracts as well. So here, obviously, it's saying that there is a change. This could speak to legalities. I mean, a contract. Someone is severing ties from a contract or any contract that kept them in a binding, kept them in an imprisoning situation here. Remember, the ring can speak to a karmic cycle with the scythe here, and the scythe does speak to the Scorpio energy, the death card, right? It means that something is being severed, cut. We're letting go of something here. And, the letter, number 27, the letter does speak to news coming through. We will be finding out about, could be legalities concerning, as I said, a contract, or this could speak to a new contract as well, if we're willing and able to sever ties and, make space, get rid of what it is that has run its course in our lives. Okay, we've got the World card, as I said. We've got the Magician, and we've got 1 and 2 with the High Priestess here, which is saying something has run its course. This could be news also coming through from someone that will be sharing news with you about an ending. an ending of a major cycle in their life, the ability to cut through and let go of anything that was holding someone back. Let's see what's at the bottom. And we've got the house number 4, another 4. And 4 does speak to the Emperor as well, everyone. So we've got the path, number 22. So someone's making a decision. The path does speak to a major choice. The choices made now will be us following our heart, because it does speak to Venus in Libra. Now, Venus has ingressed into Scorpio. So I do feel as Venus was moving through its home sign of Libra. Remember, that's an ethereal Venus. She's a Urania Venus, which she's godly, she's ethereal, she's spiritual, she's divine, she's of the divine. Now Venus has ingressed into Scorpio, which says to me that we're getting down to business, especially with the scythe here. That we figured out, if we're not connecting to a divine spiritual path, spiritual connection, whatever it is for each of us. Remember, it could also speak to partnerships in work. It could speak to our livelihood. Okay, the message is the same, that the changes are happening. Let's take the 4 of Wands, which is at the root of the issue. I'm using another deck. We have 3 of Cups. We have the King of Pentacles. And we have the Queen of Swords, which says to me here, if there has been a love triangle, if someone, King of Pentacles, could be an earth sign, was in a marriage, Queen of Swords, someone very cold, could also be legalities that they're dealing with. 3 of Cups does speak to reconciliation, but, you know, it could also speak to a love triangle. So with the Queen of Swords, again, the Libra energy. Someone's trying to find their balance and their harmony. And the King of Pentacles could be a boss, could be a father. So we've got Libra, Taurus. They've got some, this could be a couple, right? That's going through divorce settlements. The Queen of Swords could speak to a breakup as well because of a third party. Remember, we've got the High Priestess here. Let's take the, what is hidden? Why do we have the 10 of Swords, which turns into the Ace, and we've got it here as well. We've got the High Priestess. So there has been secrecy, and maybe that's why there is an ending here. The High Priestess, right? High Priestess, very spiritual, very knowledgeable. Someone's trusting their intuition and ending a situation. The Fool is here. Or someone is ending a situation because there has been secrecy. Someone feels as though they've been taken for a fool, and they're ready to go on a journey. They're trusting their higher self. Maybe even, as I said again, visiting a wise one for support, for advice. 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands means someone being on the defense or blocking. You know, 7 of Wands, he holds that Ace of Wands, which says to me, even though this is something that they wouldn't normally do, I feel that here someone is actually doing what their heart desires, what they desire to do, with that Ace of Wands in his hand. Let's have a look at this, a 9 of Pentacles, which does show someone having taken a leap of faith, even though it's hard for them. It was not easy. They're willing to do whatever it is that's going to, hello Agape, that's going to make them, that's going to put them in a position of knowing that they're capable of, Agape, you're making a mess. Agape, sorry sweetheart, you're making a mess. She's going to jump up again. I mean, yeah, well, agape, agape, agape. I love you. I love you. I love you, sweet people. You need to get down. Sorry, sweetheart. Putting them in a position of power, because the Nine of Pentacles, remember, she knows her worth. She knows who she is. And, of course, Nine of Pentacles is someone that sits in that Garden of Eden. They're happy even on their own. We have the Four of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. So that's 10 Pentacles altogether, the 6 and the 4. Someone is wanting to be single because they're not happy in the situation that they're in. They're willing to do anything it is, anything at all, because I do feel that they're starting a new journey, a new love connection with the Ace of Cups there. And the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles for me usually speaks to someone that is holding on to something that is of great value to them. And when I say great value, we're talking about a relationship here, right? Now, this could also speak to someone that's just happy with whatever they've got that makes them feel comfortable. Financially, they're in a good place, and they love having their security, their financial security. But of course, with the Six of Pentacles, it can speak to a payout, which could be costing them because of divorce or separation. But the Six of Pentacles could also be generosity of spirit. Remember, he's giving out money, but the hand is also coming from the Six of Pentacles, which does speak to an offer, a new beginning in a love situation with someone that pays others, someone that is in a financially stable place. This could be someone that's a boss. I mean, we've got the King of Pentacles here, which usually would be a boss. Let's look at the Five of Cups in the now. I was just going to mention the Emperor because the King of Pentacles is very similar to the Emperor to me. Now, the Emperor could be someone that was very limiting, very restricting, or, I mean, this could be a past partner that someone is leaving. Remember, the Emperor can be a tough cookie. He doesn't show his emotional side. Let's see what else comes through, because it's either someone is becoming the emperor of their own lives, or the Emperor could be someone that, because he does remind me of the Saturnian energy, and he's sitting on the 3 spilt cups, right? Which means for many of you, this could be someone either that will be mourning those 3 cups that are spilt, or this is someone that brought a lot of unhappiness. The Emperor and the Empress, oh my goodness. And we've got the Two of Swords, which is it's a dilemma. So if this is between the Empress and the Emperor, there is a very hard dilemma. Why? Because the Empress could be a mother. So if this is a family situation, we know that the Empress always takes care of her children, right? So it could be the dilemma that she's in. Let's take one more there. And we've got the Ace of Swords. So she is going to use that Ace of Swords. We've got the Ace of Swords right here. So Ace of Swords does speak to someone having made their mind up, decisive action and conversation and news coming through. Let's look at that Ten of Pentacles. In the crowning position, we've got the Queen of Cups, which is very similar to the High Priestess. Someone who's open to love. Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. Wow. And the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords does speak to conflict. It speaks to legalities. This could say that this Queen of Pentacles, who could also be the Empress, They're both mothers. Remember, the Queen of Pentacles, she is the minor arcana of the Empress. And we've got the King of Pentacles here. So, obviously, the Empress and the Emperor could be the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. But we've also got, remember, as I said, we've got the High Priestess as well, which is a third person. Now, the Queen of Pentacles could also be someone that is, I'm just wondering if the Queen of Pentacles is not the High Priestess, so the third person as well. You will know in your own personal situation, but the Ten of Pentacles, remember, turns into the Ace. And it's the Ace of Pentacles that the Queen of Pentacles holds. So it could be two people that are in two different relationships that are going through restarts. And we've got Temperance again here. We've got Temperance down here as well. And this could speak to, again, someone needing to heal. Right? Temperance is Archangel Michael. This could be support from the archangels here, and whatever this conflict is with the Five of Swords. And remember, Five of Swords can also be just, you know, harsh realities, harsh words, or Queen of Pentacles, very motherly. Remember, she needs to fight her battles. She could be going through legalities. Let's look at the Magician. With the Five of Swords on the Queen of Pentacles, she doesn't know whether she could trust her intuition, I feel here, or whether she can handle this situation. There's a sense of confusion here with the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Why? Because Queen of Pentacles could be torn between her higher self and her practical self. Can she trust her intuition? Because there's a lot of conflict. Let's see what the Magician is. We've got the Four of Swords. Agape. You need to go down, love. I love you. Ella. Oops, there we go. Let's take on the Magician. The Four of Swords means there has been a heartbreak, a breakup. Three of Swords does speak to difficulties, right? Three people could be as well, or any inaction. The advice says that with a Magician, it's an Ace. So someone's trying to figure out how to begin something, get the ball rolling once more, trying to pull a rabbit out of a hat. Sit on my lap, come on. And we've got the Chariot, everyone. The Chariot is a house move. The Chariot also speaks to overcoming, you know, obstacles. Why? Because we've got the two Sphinxes here. Remember that someone is trying to steer that chariot forward. That can speak to someone preparing for a move, a physical move, travel, a change of home. Let's look at the High Priestess. And remember that the Chariot does speak to, it's the card of Cancer, and it speaks to home. Home, matters of the past, could be coming back up again. Let's take the High Priestess. We have the Four of Cups. We have the Wheel of Fortune. I see the Four of Cups as a mischance. Someone was not able to accept that fourth cup concerning because of family matters, matters of the past, or maybe the timing wasn't right. Now the Wheel of Fate turns. It turns in divine timing, right? It's very karmic. And we've got the Knight of Pentacles, which is also here, everyone. This could be talking about the changes or this. Remember, the Knight of Pentacles holds the Ace of Pentacles, which is the possibility for a new beginning. Whatever this new beginning is for you, in the time of Virgo, as the sun is moving through Virgo. I want to take one more on the High Priestess. Actually, I want to take one on the Knight of Pentacles. And we've got the King of Cups, everyone, which is Scorpio. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. We've got the Queen of Cups up here and the King of Cups. Earth and water. We've got earth and water here. And here we've got the King of Cups, Queen of Cups, right? But we've also got the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So, Knight of Pentacles, we know knights. Knights speak to action, right? They're horsemen. So it's very slow and calculative movement forward, making sure that they can see the value in moving forward with this Ace of Pentacles. It is concerning something long-term, something of value, something stable. And here we've got the King of Cups here. King of Cups. Someone ready now. And remember, we've got the Five of Cups up here, which we've got 4 cups, and the 5th cup is the one that the King holds. And the Nine of Cups. So whatever this is for the King of Cups, it's a wish fulfillment. Let's have a look at the Temperance card. Temperance card, Two of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles. We have the Magician on Temperance. So Spirit is saying that we will be given all the tools to make the magic. There is a new beginning. We've got an ace here. This is powerful. We've got the Death card. So those of you that have been dealing with a trickster, they could be leaving your lives, or this could also be saying that there's a new beginning after a transformative time. Death has touched on someone's life, and death can speak to, because we've got the Four of Swords up here as well on the Magician. For some of you out there, it can be a physical death, or for most of you, it will be a metaphorical death. I'm just wondering if, even with Venus moving through Scorpio now, this could be the falling away of things that do not provide us with security or an intimate connection. That's what Venus wants. Otherwise, there will be an ending. That's how I see Venus going through Scorpio now, because she's going to go through harsh, she will be up against, harsh aspects. She'll be up against Saturn, she'll be squaring Saturn, and she'll be in opposition to Uranus, which means where we find that closed door now, this is where Uranus will hit, and Uranus could be a tower moment, right, which brings unexpected sudden turn of events. And we've got the King of Wands. The King of Wands, we know, holds that Ace of Wands. King of Wands knows what he desires. He will take action. I feel that with the King of Wands here, who also could be someone quite powerful, King of Wands could be a fire sign, of course, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. For others of you, it could be a Scorpio as well. Someone who's got strong Scorpio in their chart. Or someone who is very creative. Someone also who desires to move forward. Someone who's been very patient, or someone who's gone through major endings in their life. Let's take one more. And we've got the Six of Cups here. The Six of Cups does speak to nostalgia. Someone who is very passionate. They're wanting to bring back the desire, that emotional, that physical connection to do with the past. Someone is desiring and ready to take action to bring in balance. This could also be someone, again, with the Six of Cups. It's a card of children. We've got a couple of sixes here which do speak to balance. We've got sixes and sevens. Sixes and sevens. I'm wondering if it's showing us, if it's pointing us back to mid-year with the eclipses. So the 6th month of June and then July. And we've got the Hierophant here, everyone. The Hierophant, we know, is marriage. It's also what we believe. Remember, the High Priest is spirituality. It's our beliefs. It's traditions. It's hierarchy. And we've got the High Priestess twice here. So this is obviously, for many of you, a strong spiritual connection. I'd like to take one card on this High Priestess here. And we have the Page of Coins. The Page of Coins does speak to someone studying that Ace of Coins it's fresh energies. This could also speak to a message that comes through, a message which promises stability. We've got the Knight of Cups here as well. Now, the Page of Coins could also speak to a child, an adolescent child. We've got the King of Cups, again, could be a father. Page of Coins is a small possibility of a new beginning, but it does speak to, just like a story unravels, it's the beginning. Remember, again, it's the Ace. Someone's gone through lessons. Someone is willing to learn. They've been doing their homework, studying a situation, if it can work or if it won't. We've got the path here. Beneath that is the heart. We've got the Love card, everyone. So someone is in two minds about their financial security and their heart. Their financial, their emotional security, and their heart. Look at this. Can you see that? Beneath that was the garden, and the Garden of Eden, which is very similar to the Nine of Pentacles for me. What's beneath the Hierophant? We've got the Ace of Wands, another ace. So, again, wanting to create. The light comes on. We've got choices. We've got two keys here. And the Two of Pentacles is here as well. So someone's very decisively making up their mind. I want to take a couple of cards on the Ace of Swords, which is the general energy beneath the deck. What's this Ace of Swords about, please, Spirit? We have the Ten of Cups. We have the Seven of Swords. And the Ace of Pentacles. So someone is sneaking away or doing their homework. They're trying to get away from something that has ended. Something maybe that consisted of a lot of secrecy and a lot of deception as well with that Seven of Swords. Someone's trying to also get to their happiness, to something that they feel is worthy of a long-term commitment. They're trying to, for those of you that someone was a bit of a trickster and you've blocked them and you've cut them out, or you could flip the energies around, they're trying to come in a very intelligent way, quite sneakily actually. Okay, so that's what I get there. And so we've got a King of Cups, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, the Emperor and the Empress here. And I do feel here that the Emperor and the Empress, with on top of that Five of Cups, this is someone deciding that, because it's a difficult dilemma, someone's willing to leave their position, a position of power, I feel, for you know, because they're following their heart and what their heart is telling them, even though it's a hard dilemma. It's all about truth, though. They need to stand in their truth. And I feel that that's what this is all about, this position in the now. Remember, we've got 2 swords and the 3rd sword is here as well. And we've got the 4 of swords here. So there's been heartbreak, or there's been someone stepped out of a connection here concerning the Empress and the Emperor. Now, for maybe one of you out there, and the Empress, because I'm not reading reversals, I feel here that someone is not happy in a connection because there are difficulties in being able to fall pregnant, to have a child, and someone is in 2 minds whether they're going to stay or go. For someone, and it could be the Empress, I don't know, this is of great importance. Because as you can see here, we've got the Queen of Pentacles, which could be the Empress as well. And she's holding that Ace of Pentacles. So remember, the Ace of Pentacles could also be a child. It is of great importance to this mother figure. Whether it's that she can't have children or the Emperor. So let's take a couple of Sibilas. You know, the community card beneath here reminds me very much of the 3 of Cups. So with the card of patience, which is saying you need to be patient, yes, the World card can speak to a major ending. And then community speaks to celebrating a difficult ending and starting something new. That could even, with the Scythe here, it can speak to getting out of a commitment or a marriage where there was no happiness, or where there was no truth. It was not based on a healthy situation. The marriage was because of wrong reasons, I would say here. Let's take some Sibilas. We have Delirante, 9 of Pentacles. So this is either speaking to sport or silly actions. I feel here that this is support, or maybe even silly actions, I suppose, because the Morte speaks to death after silly actions, or, you know, an ending after someone did something silly. The Delirante can also speak to someone having drunk too much, okay, and the Morte does speak to an ending. It can speak to, again, I'm going to say, a physical death, but this can also speak to support from friends, from others. Remember, it's a neutral card. And we've got the 9 of Pentacles and the 5 of Swords, which says someone is wanting to put an end to something because maybe they haven't felt the support from where they were. And we've got the Pensiero, which is the very similar to the Hermit. Pensiero, someone who's thinking very carefully about contracts. Right? Pensiero can speak to a solicitor. Can also speak to a doctor. And it's the 6 of Pentacles, which we've got here. And that does speak to divorce for me. Or an act of giving, generosity. I want to take one more on the Pensiero. And we've got the Nemica. The Nemica, she takes off her mask. Which the Nemica could be a mother figure. It could be a difficult feminine. She holds a dagger, so maybe she uses harsh words, or maybe once the truth comes out, the truth could be quite cutting. Remember that the mask does speak to deception and Neptune. So someone is very worried about truths coming through. Remember, it's a 12. 12 is also Pisces. But yeah. Someone's trying to figure something out. They're trying to read between the lines. They're trying to find some sort of truth. Let's take one more. Because the card is called Disgrazia, right? And the tower in the Sibilas is also called Disgrazia. And we've got the La Matrice. Another 12, but she's the La Matrice. She's very similar to the Queen of Wands, but she's a more youthful divine feminine. She's younger than what the Nemica is, I would say, more than likely. So this does speak to someone's passion, someone's desires, a lover. Maybe someone's been caught out, and therefore the other person is looking towards divorce and separation. I want to take one card on the ring here. Actually, I'll take one on each of the Sibilas. So let's look at the letter, which the letter is information. It comes in fast. We've got the 7 of Pentacles. So a lot of you have been waiting on news, and someone's been looking at their investments, and they're really on the fence about moving towards separation. It could be they'll be needing to separate their monies as well. Or, this is a Capricorn card. It's Saturnian. So someone has been waiting maybe for the right timing to serve a subpoena or send out the mail or communicate. Let's have a look at the scythe, which is a 10. And we've got the devil here, which means someone is cutting out any form of toxicity, restrictions, any binding that's holding them back concerning a contract, concerning a marriage, something that was unhealthy, of course. Could also speak to drug abuse, anything to do with a vicious cycle, a karmic chapter in their life. Let's look at the ring. And we've got the 5 of Wands. So again, conflict, fights, confusion. So someone is working hard here for the changes. Let's take one more on that. And we've got the 9 of Pentacles, you see. So it was not easy for someone, for the 9 of Pentacles, which is also here, for someone to know maybe their worth. Let's take just one more on this devil, shall we? We've got strong Capricorn energies here. Capricorn does speak to timing. It speaks to the boss, someone's career. And we've got 9 of Swords. So it was not easy with that scythe. With the scythe number 10. Pluto and Scorpio. A lot of stress and anguish. And another 9 of Wands. There's 2 9s here. So that scythe card is not easy. But it's quick, okay? It's quick. And quick endings. We've got 2 9s here. Quick changes. Now this could speak to hasty changes as well. It can also speak to someone receiving their karma. This can also speak to a warning, okay? Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. We've got the Page of Swords, and the Page of Swords does also speak to someone that could be checking you out on social media, someone that's ready to send out a message. Page of Swords, remember, it's very youthful, it's very quick, it's perception, it's logic, and 10 of Swords. So there will be conversations or news coming through about an ending. The 10 of Swords is an ending. We've got a few 10s here. So again, there is a paradigm shift, a major paradigm shift, everyone. And lots of changes going on. Let's take a couple of love messages and see what the handwritten love messages. Just in case these are your messages, this is your message, you would know. if it is a possible message or a thought from the other person. We've got the King of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. We've got Only You, which is in the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Baby, come back. And I feel you. I feel you when you're happy or sad. I'm the one for you. Please, God, choose me. And that's 3 swords, everyone. And the 4th sword is the one that the King of Swords holds as well. I've had enough. You're blocked. We had this card recently. 9 of Wands. Lots of swords, lots of fire, lots of air. You left me in the dark, stuck on you, and that's the 8 of Swords. So many swords. So here we've got 13 swords, 14 with the one that the King of Swords holds, which do add up to a 5. So it does speak to the 5 of Swords here. There has been conflict. There has been competition, and there has been secrecy. And someone's been blocked here. It's obvious. 11, 12, 20. 20, which does equal a 2, and 20 does speak to a major decision that someone's making, or you will be going through a moment of crisis this week logically, or it's a very critical time. Now, I don't know why. We've got a couple of 4s here, and 4s. Today is the 12th, I don't know. Maybe in 4 days from now, so around the 16th. This could also, 4th month, the 4th month would be Aries. Let's read the paradigm shift, everyone. Number 4. You are undergoing radical growth in your belief systems. Now's the time to challenge old attitudes and question previous expectations. You are in an extraordinary time. Great leaps forward can be made in a moment. The world you thought you knew can suddenly break open, and a new world can become your reality. So that's interesting. A new world, a new reality. So, yeah, everyone, I mean, what do I get? What's the general energy of the reading here? Is that this has been quite a journey. We've had, we do have like 3 couples here. King and Queen of Cups, King and Queen of Pentacles, the Emperor and the Empress, but we've also got the King of Wands here. So we do have someone that is not, shouldn't be in the picture anyway. So obviously for all of you, this is not going to be the same. What I do feel here is that someone is seriously needing to stand on their own. They're willing to do anything, even step down off the throne for their freedom. Their freedom to be able to love. Their freedom to be able to be the ruler of their own empire. Let's take 3 Lenormand and we'll close the reading. We have the Star card here, and this is Aquarius energy. It's also a wish fulfillment. Someone's wish fulfillment won't come to them unless they make a choice. They're at a juncture with the path again. And we've got the Divine Masculine ready to make an offer, but they're in 2 minds about making their decision. He's looking back to the past. This could be a water sign, an earth sign. It's the boy next door. It's someone that's quite grounded, quite soft, soft-hearted, very much like the King of Cups. Could also have Aquarius in their chart. 7, 29, and 1 is 30. 30, which does break down to a 3, and that is the Empress. Now, he doesn't look like an emperor, obviously. I don't know, emotionally, maybe he's not as mature as the Emperor, if this is your Emperor. But, yeah, maybe there is an age difference. I don't know. I mean, here we've got the Knight of Pentacles as well. Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Right? But what I see is that he's holding a rose here. And he's looking at his choices. And it's a number 15, which is the bear. And the bear is someone that needs to have courage to come forward. Someone who's in power or in leadership. Someone dominant. And I don't know if this is a mother figure. Could be their mother. Could be their position in the society. This does speak to strength. Strength of character. And I don't see that strength in this divine masculine. But remember, we all have all the energies within us, the archetypes, depending on if we, if it's necessary to move into that archetype to take on the persona of someone that's in power. All right, everyone. So that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm feeling here. It does say only you, baby, come back. So there's been a breakup. We do have the Three of Cups a couple of times here. And someone is in two minds. They need to choose. Someone is trusting their intuition. We've got the High Priestess here. And moving forward very slowly, though. Remember, we had the Page of Pentacles. You could be expecting, and the Knight of Pentacles is here. You could be expecting a message to come through. And with the High Priestess, it could be a secretive message. And the Wheel of Fortune does bring major changes. It will turn, this message will probably turn your life upside down. All right, everyone, sending you lots of love, lots of light. Thank you so much. Thank you for your comments, for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. Love you all so much. I will talk to you tomorrow. Ta-da.